All right, so we got a '05 Chevy Express 3500 V8 6.0 motor in this one. My exhaust manifold bolt has broken, and as you can see while I unplug this temperature sensor under here, let me see if I can get over here. But anyway, I unplug the sensor and it goes back into this right here. But anyway, I took that out. Of course, you can see how you take that out. You just pull that piece back right there, slides off, and the bolt is right behind here that broke off. As you can see, the gap in between the engine and the exhaust manifold. So right now, what I'm gonna use is this bracket. If I pull it back so you guys can see, let me get in here. But anyway, this is the bracket I'm gonna use, and it sits down here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to bring this out, this camera out, and show you guys exactly what's going on here. All right, so bear with me 1 second while I use my hands to get this camera out from down here. I'm trying to let you guys see this without a bunch of pausing and stopping. But anyway, here's the bracket, and this is the one I'm using. And that temperature sensor, when you unplug it, it goes back through this hole. And this is the bolt that actually screws the valve, the exhaust manifold back into the block. So, in other words, when you put this bolt in and you put this back bolt in onto the block, I'm assuming, and when you put the bolt in for here that actually goes into the exhaust manifold, it must apply pressure to the to close the gap between the exhaust manifold and the block of the engine. So, in other words, let me see if I can get in here. That's a better situation. See if I can put this on so you can see exactly what's going on here. So then you'll understand what I'm saying. So now, as you see, I put it on so it's not screwed up. So, in other words, you got a screw that goes here, and then the one that's broken, you got a bolt that goes here, and you got a bolt that goes in the back there. So I guess when you screw this up, it closes the gap for the exhaust manifold, and you just plug this temperature sensor back into the slot right here. And that's the issue I'm having with an exhaust leak right there. So we're gonna see how this thing works and see if this exhaust leaks down. Exhaust leak down. So like I said, it's tight in here to really show you how I want to show you, but for the most part, you kind of get that general idea. So if you're having this issue with a broken bolt in your exhaust manifold, you can actually I ordered this off of Amazon, and I'll put a link of the one I ordered in the description. And they also have it for the other side. It's a different bracket for the other side, and they also have it for the rear as well. I think I need one on the rear. It's not as bad as the one in the front. This is the one that's making a lot of noise. All right, so like I said, hope this helps you guys out. If anybody else having this issue, I find this is a common issue. So pretty much this is what you're gonna need, and it comes with the bolts too. So you see it comes with these bolts. So once I put the bolt down into this, as you can see right here, once I find the slot, I'm doing this with one hand, okay. think I found a slot. Anyway, it's hard to do this with one hand and find this hole. I think it is. Oh, yeah, it's right there. All right, I got it on. As you can see, back here, I got the one bolt here, and you can see this bolt is out, and then I got the back bolt back there. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna need to bend your heat shield back so this bracket can kind of drop down to match that hole in the back. So that's pretty easy. And what basically goes on here is that, let me see. All right, so basically what we got here is when you bolt the two bolts, the front one and the back one, to the main block, and that middle bolt right there that's sticking out, once you start tightening and going through the threads of the bracket, it basically pushes the exhaust manifold back to the block and closes the gap. So that's basically what this bracket does. It just forces the manifold back to the block from that screw, and just makes it as if the screw was going through the manifold back into the block. So it put pressure on the front part of that exhaust manifold. So that's what closes your gap up and kills your exhaust leak. All right, so like I said, this is actually a great product. There's some cheaper ones out there, but they tend to not hold up as well from what I understand. But I'll put this one in the description, and like I said, this solved my problem. I already started the truck and ran it, so pretty much we good to go. And also, before I go, one tip: when you put this sensor back in right here, you might want to, as you put the bracket through the hoop, like so, instead of connecting it to the block, once you bring this through the hole and plug it in, because it can be kind of tight trying to get it back in once you bolt it up to the block. So that's just a little tip for you right there. All right, so thank you.